We fear what we most desire. Right now, there's something you really want in your life, and yet you have all this fear of it. Why is that? Why do we fear what we most desire? We fear what we most desire because we are preparing ourselves for what we think is the inevitable loss of it. You might be like, what are you talking about? I'll give you an example. I fear being in a loving relationship because I'm so scared of people leaving me. And because of that fear, there is a part of me that I'd much rather be alone. They're going to leave me anyway, so might as well be alone. But yet, I desire human connection and intimacy with my friends, with my partner, with my family. I desire this. Yet I'm so scared. Because in that, in being in love with my friends, with my partner, with my family, I am in great vulnerability. And that vulnerability is painful, uncomfortable, and scary as shit. So we do things to close ourselves off to it, to close ourselves off to love and to connection. Because we're so afraid of the pain. And then on top of it, we're sold the idea that if you're in a good relationship, if you have a good friendship, if your family's doing well, then you should be happy. You should be happy. And that's how you know that it's all good. And the moment that you start feeling angry or whatever it is, then it's going bad. What? No. By that logic, you'll always have to be feeling good in order to know that your life is going well. And no wonder a lot of us feel like shit about our lives, because we put all this meaning into how we feel, and how we feel puts all the meaning into our lives. It becomes this cycle. Well, I feel like shit about my partnership, so it's not going well, so I should just break up with them. I feel like shit about my friendship, so that's not going well, so we should stop being friends. There's a couple ways you can look at that, and they all come back to the one truth. There's no right or wrong, no bad or good. There's just love. You're made of it, I'm made of it, we're all made of love. The couple ways you can look at that is one, right? You feel so angry with your partner or with your friend, example, because you care about them so much. Prophet, the book The Prophet, talks about this. Joy and sorrow are not separate things. I don't know if you've ever read that book, but they talk about joy and sorrow and how we think joy and sorrow are separate things, and that sorrow is something that's way more real than joy, and joy is way more real than sorrow. They're not separate things. They're from the same cup. You're angry at the people that you love because you love them. You're grieving, you're in sorrow because you're grieving that which has brought you joy. Same. And you're in joy for something that will bring you sorrow. Same. And so really the indication, or really the idea that our feelings are an indication of how well we're not doing or doing in our relationships, falsehood, bullshit. Call it out. Because you feel bad in your workplace or in your relationships or in wherever it is, that means that you're doing something wrong or the situation is wrong, therefore you have to get out. No. Sometimes, depends. I'm not the authority of your life. Other times, though, you have to work through it. If you never push against that threshold, because that's what it is, you're never going to experience the fullness of that situation. If the moment in any relationship, friend, family, work, whatever it is, partner, the moment that shit hits the fan, you go, I'm out, peace. You'll never, ever be in a fully loving relationship. Relationships, any kind. I'm talking about work, I'm talking about family, I'm talking about friends, I'm talking about partnership, all of it, any kind. Relationships are not about the aversion to pain. They're not about avoiding suffering. They're not about feeling good all the time. It's great when you feel good, but you feel good because you put the work in. We wonder why things feel good in the beginning and then it starts feeling like shit. In the beginning, we haven't built anything. Of course it's going to feel good because we can put any kind of meaning or expectation on it. We can decorate it how we want. Usually decorating it with bullshit concepts of love at first sight and this person's my soulmate and we're perfect for each other because we're never angry at each other and they never make me upset and they understand all of me. Cool. But also they're not going to always understand you. You're not always going to feel good. And that's okay. You have to push through that. It's a pattern. It's a practice, is what I meant. It's a practice of, okay, this doesn't feel good. That's okay. Why doesn't it feel good? Because I'm making it mean this or doing that. Okay. How can I feed myself right now and understand that things will not always feel good? And that doesn't mean that I'm doing anything wrong. All it means is that I am experiencing this, and it is temporary, and I'm okay. I will adapt. I'm capable of adapting to this newness, this uncomfortableness, because once I trust that, I can start to expand beyond it. But you have to trust that, because that's the only way you'll expand beyond it. Relationships, to your family, to your friends, to yourself, to your loved ones, to your job, to strangers, whatever it is, are not about the avoidance of pain. They're about the learning how to care for it when it arises. And you are loved beyond reason, beyond doubt, beyond all the barriers that you've put up within yourself to the love that already exists in your life. You are loved. Have a beautiful day.